Hi, this is Tammy. I'm back, and where we left off, I was attaching this text here to the shape that we created, and all that's left to do really is to manipulate both of these shapes, the punch that we created to kind of match the triangle, and you can expand and move the triangle around to kind of fit the shape of the text that you just did so that everything matches. And eventually, with a little manipulation, you're going to get it to where you're fairly happy, and which is about right there. And at that point, click on the text that's attached to the punch you created, and then go over to the opacity and bring it all the way down. That's going to make that punch that you created disappear, and all you're going to be left with is the actual text. And let's see, if I was doing this, I would actually move this whole thing over a little bit so that about right there. You don't want to go over too far so that when you go and have it printed that it gets cut off. But that way it looks like it's in the triangle, and that's exactly the look we want. Okay, last little fun different thing that I did was I went to my embellishments, and there's a cute little circle, this one right here. This is what I used for my title. I made it a little bit bigger, and when we went on our camping trip, we weren't in a motorhome, so I kind of wanted to get rid of the motorhome and use this as my title because I thought it was really cute. Family fun together, the journey. So what I did was go over to the punches, to my basics, and I added a circle punch first to center that in the middle. You have to use your arrow keys a little bit. And then I did not paper fill it. I color filled it with white. Click that. Okay, and then for the writing, we went to a place called Clark's Fork. I went to my Smitten alphabet punch and did the same thing that I did for the calendars that we used for this month. I actually just added all these letters together. I'll do it for one of the words here. So it's important to kind of do them in order so that if you add a drop shadow, they're all kind of layered in the right order. So what I'm trying to write here is Clark's. And you just go through and select them all out. And again, don't change the size until you get them all grouped together. Okay, once you've got them all there, you can hold the shift key and highlight all of them. Color fill them at the same time. I colored mine gumball green. This helps just to see them a little better. And then I also added a drop shadow to everything. And then click off, and you can increase your view if you want to, but for right now I'm just going to use my arrow keys, and then just kind of line everything up. And once you get it all lined up, hold the shift key down again, and hopefully it's not going to manipulate like it's doing for me there. And then group them all together. You can see I've got one that's a little off. If it was me doing it for my page, I'd probably ungroup it and fix that. Anyway, then just make it really small, and I stuck it in here. And it even has to get smaller. So that's how I made that little label. And I only put the drop shadow on the back one. Um, I didn't, oh, and the Clark's fork. Be careful too when you're doing this whole page. Remember that these large triangles that you're adding are punches, so you don't want to hit that drop shadow where you add shadows to everything on your page, because if you do that, it's going to put ugly shadow behind these triangles that you added that have the opacity move down. So you don't want to do this on this page. You're going to have to go through individually and add shadows. The rest of this page is super easy. I'm going to click back to my original. This is a photo box with gumball green. Then I've got a photo box on top of it with one of the papers from Outdoor Exploration. I've got 3 photos that I made sure were all the same height when I cropped them. These are embellishments. All of these are embellishments. The fishing pole is a stamp from Outdoor Exploration. These 2 butterflies I added from a totally different stamp set, and mainly it's because my daughter was chasing butterflies. So again, just do your little personal touch there. Up here, we've got the 2 trees that we cropped. This is an embellishment from the Outdoor Exploration. So is this. So is this fishing voucher is another one that I've just put behind the photo. And then I've got tape here. You can hardly see it here and here on my page. I also used a stamp brush set here for the s'mores for my journaling. And then the last thing I did was add this stitching from the Family Fun book, or you can use Miss Stitched. And I just made sure I went into my layers and made sure that it was in the right place, so I got it behind this label but in front of these other pieces here. So that's it. It really isn't that difficult of a page, but I wanted to show you some of these tricky things you can do with attaching journaling to a shape, because that really makes the page look cute. I think I've done that several times on several pages. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to try and do one more project this month, and then that's the end of this class. So hope you've enjoyed it, and always feel free to call me if you've got any questions or email me. Thanks a lot. Bye.